Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto and welcome to your daily Bitcoin update. I hope you all had a great weekend. Hope you're having a great start of this week as well. In this video, we'll just talk about Bitcoin. We'll talk about Bitcoin for this week. I'll try to give you my thoughts of this week, what to expect. We'll talk a little bit about last night as well, because the price action, I've actually never seen price action like this. So I wanted to take a look at that, kind of what the implications of that could be. And apart from that, also the fundamentals. So just basically everything you need to know. So let's get right into it. If you want to receive daily trading signals, the signal group has opened for 3 weeks. We have a win rate of somewhere between like 65 and 70%. If you want to join that, check out either the pinned comment or the description. There are links on how to join. So now let's talk about Bitcoin. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is this price action. I mean, take a look at this. Right here, it actually started yesterday evening and went on all the way through to like 3 a.m. for me, at least in my time zone. You can just see that we went up and down all the time, quite volatile when the volume was very low, which is actually quite typical. I mean, when the volume is low, you need less money to actually move the price around. So if you have a couple of big orders, which usually the volume in the markets start catching up in like Sunday evening, Monday morning, because of the Asian markets opening, and then you have a lot of volume. Where first of all we didn't have a lot of volume, so you get a lot of volatility. Right now though, it looks like we're opening fairly bullish, as you can see. Not that much. I mean, if you zoom out, we're still very much in that same consolidation range, but it seems like I mean, the volume is going to pick back up in the next 24 hours. Big market makers and institutions are probably going to open their positions, and as I said earlier as well, I'm bearish on Bitcoin, but I think the price will go up. That's usually, I mean, it might sound weird, but usually, I mean, right now, because of all of the fundamentals, all of the bearish news around Bitcoin, whether we're talking about regulation or the dollar strength index, which is technically still in an uptrend ever since the beginning of February. Whether it's because of one of those two things doesn't matter. I think overall, because of the fundamentals, we're bearish. But usually, just to be honest, after a crash like this, usually we find some support and we recover a little bit first. So for now, on the short term, I expect us to go up a little bit towards 22,600. Perhaps even, and we talked about that yesterday as well, perhaps even to at the very most up to 23,000. In my opinion, that's all very, very well possible. Kind of depending on what kind of resistance we get at 22,600, that kind of stuff. But that's all possible. And in all of those cases, Bitcoin is still bearish, I would argue, at least. So that's actually what I expect. And then at some point, I mean, in general, I think that whole 22,000 level can actually hold us for a little bit longer. But in general, as I said, I do think that Bitcoin is bearish. So at some point, I do expect to drop down to 21,700, but that could still take a while. And on the short term, as I said, I'm actually fairly bullish on Bitcoin. I actually think in the upcoming 2-3 days we can be pretty bullish. And apart from that, I mean, economic events, we don't have major economic events. We do have the Fed Chair Powell. Or Jerome Powell speaking. That's pretty major, to be honest, so keep an eye out for that. I'll definitely cover this as well also tomorrow, so don't worry too much about that yet. For now, perhaps we actually have to wait until that, perhaps, for the market to start moving. But apart from that, not too many other things. Another testimony on Tuesday, and let's see, yeah, unemployment rate, but that's all the way on Friday, so I'll definitely cover that, but not right now. So this is my take and my view on what will happen to Bitcoin on the short term. If you do have any questions, let me know. But for now, take care and bye.